Hey guys, I'm Sean,
And I'm Chris.
and this is the beginning of a series we're going to call Tip Tuesday, where we share tips about business, personal finance, and just being a general, better overall person.
Awesome. So let's jump right into this. Our first tip for this week is create a budget. We know that budgets can be kind of tedious and hard to make, but it's so important for your financial future. I mean, what is your experience with budgeting and just saving money in general?
Yeah, so I started budgeting back in the beginning of high school, actually. I
Oh, wow.
started making my first budget. I used an Excel spreadsheet, and really, I didn't even have like a good budget. It was just where's my money coming in, my income from my job, where's it going out, my expenses going out to the movies, entertainment mostly.
Yeah, general stuff. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's really hard to keep track of where's my money going, and I feel like I just need that little extra push, and I don't know, I need a little bit of assistance. I mean, it's pretty easy for me to tell what money's coming in. It just goes right to my bank. I see it all there. I think I just really need to allocate some money to certain places.
That's another problem though. People see their money. People don't even check when their money comes into their bank account if they even got the right amount. So this
Yeah,
is
wow.
really the biggest problem right now is monitor it. Double check when you get
Yeah.
your direct deposit
Yeah.
statement or whatever. Say, oh, I made $1,000 this week.
Mhm.
Go to your bank and make sure they deposit $1,000 in your bank account. Monitor when it comes in, and then also monitor when it goes out. If you spend $12 and you swipe your card, make sure that thing says $12 on it.
That is
You
a
know?
fantastic point.
Just
Like,
make sure you know what you're spending, where what money's coming in and what money's going out.
that, like, me personally, I know a lot of people, high school, college, they kind of don't know where their money is, like, going out. A lot of times they're spending it blindly, and I mean, even when it's coming in, a lot of times they just don't check, and they just assume that the company or wherever they're working is getting it right, and sometimes everyone makes mistakes.
So what's your experience with budgeting? What do you use to budget?
Well, in the beginning, it was kind of just in my head, which was awful. I really just needed something like
Put it
easy
down
to
on.
access. Yeah, exactly. So I use this app on my phone called Daily Budget. It's great. It's really great for like recurring expenses, just recurring everything. I mean, recurring income coming in, like from my salary, from investments. Yeah, it's great. I mean, a lot of times it's hard to use like for the tedious stuff or like the little stuff I spend, but I really try my best to
Detailed
stay on top
things.
of it. Yeah, exactly.
So you have to manually enter it in?
Yeah, for like the smaller stuff, like the non-reoccurring stuff.
Gotcha.
Um,
So
for you, like, what do you use?
I personally use Mint by Intuit, and it's free to use. It's secure, and you basically just connect all of your bank, credit cards, and investment accounts to it, and it really allows you to monitor all your spending, investments, anything, all in one place. So definitely easy to use, and my favorite part of it, or feature of it, is the budgeting section.
I mean, like, tell me more about that. Like, is it kind of same thing as the one app I was using, like reoccurring expenses, or does it help with like the nitty gritty stuff?
So it allows you to pretty much break down your monthly expenses into categories, categorize every single thing where you think you're going to be allocating your money each month. And then your reoccurring expenses will go into that. Say you spend $12 on Netflix that month, it will automatically put it in because it sees it coming out of your debit card.
That's awesome. Well, I have a question. So, overspending, that is a huge issue for like a lot of people my age, a lot of people your age. Like, we have a budget set, but staying on top of it and really like following it is the really hard part. Like, how does your app like help with that, or like tell me more?
So definitely overspending is a big thing. So say you allocate $150 for entertainment for this month.
Uh-huh.
All right. If you overspend, it will tell you. you overspent by this much this month, and it definitely will at least keep you honest with yourself.
Sure.
That you are overspending. And the biggest thing then is you need to decide to cut back on it. Now, obviously, it's okay if you overspend when you first begin. Everyone's going to do it.
Yeah, true.
Even I still overspend eventually, every now and then on like a category in a month. But the important thing is to notice that you're overspending, cut back on it.
Well, I have a question about like the opposite of that. Like, what if I allocate more money than I spend?
Here is the biggest part. If you allocate more money than you spend, save the difference.
Okay.
You always want to be putting money into savings as well.
That's awesome. So I have a question. Like, when you get that money, do you just put it all in a savings account, or do you have like other avenues of saving money, or not even saving, like just putting it away to get a return?
Yeah, so definitely you want to save, have like an emergency fund, but everything else should be in investments, especially while you're younger.
Yeah.
To get the highest return possible. So honestly, I'm in the stock market right now.
Oh, wow.
A little bit of cryptocurrency, bonds, just to be safe.
Well, one personal thing, sorry to cut you off, is I like CDs a lot. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, it's lower interest rates, but it's better than that. Like, that money's just going to be sitting in your savings account anyway. So put it in a CD, like 36 months. You'll get it back with a % return, and, you'll be happy.
The only thing about that is it's not as liquid.
That's true.
So if you put it in the stock market, it's more risky, obviously.
But it's also more
you'll
liquid,
be able to take it out faster. A CD, you really don't want to touch that money, or you risk losing money and being penalized for taking it out early if you have to.
That is very true.
That's why you also always want to have 6 to 9 months in emergency fund.
All right, well, back to like budgeting. Okay, so a big part of budgeting is having a like savings rate. And I know, like, for me personally, it's around like 50%. It's really hard to like stay on top of that and just put that money away. But like, it's so important. And I mean, that 50% isn't all going to a savings account. A lot of it's going stock market. I put like certain percentage to stock market, certain percentage mutual funds, just to get that return. So it's like, how would you suggest going about having like a higher savings rate?
So definitely you want to first start off lowering those expenses, all right? And then as you lower those expenses, you can slowly start increasing your savings rate. Say you start off at 20% savings rate. Then do each month another 10%. You don't just want to jump right up to 50, 60%.
Yeah.
Because that will be very difficult.
It'll be hard to stay on top, or like to stay at that level.
It, yes. So that's definitely the biggest part for you to be able to compound your money and get a decent chunk of change quickly, especially if you plan on like retiring early, buying a shore house, or anything like that.
So to increase your savings rate, you would cut back on expenses, or how'd you go about that?
Expenses.
Okay, awesome. So I mean, of course, when this is all done, it'll simplify your life, reduce stress. You'll be more relaxed. You'll be able to enjoy life a little bit more, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah. What's your opinion on
So in my opinion,
the mindset?
Creating a budget is the greatest first step anyone could take to get their financial life in order.
Awesome. Well, I think just to wrap it up, just create a budget, get on top of it, see where your money comes in, where it goes out. Yeah. I mean, any last words from you?
No. We'll see you next time.
All right. Catch you later.